Good morning. I'm MJ from Linus Publications, and this is Trump's Daily, and this is for 10/9, which is Thursday of 2025. Now, before we delve into all the angles, I just want to bring up something I mentioned, and that is that there is a likelihood that Trump might get the Peace Prize. And the reasons for that are angles that I'm saying. I'm seeing two today, which we're going to discuss, but I'm also seeing one angle tomorrow and another one on Monday. And both of these have to do with opportunities. Tomorrow, the angle I'm seeing is Sun conjuncting Jupiter. And on Monday, what I'm seeing is Jupiter conjuncting another planet. So both of these are usually indicative of some move forward. So altogether, 4 angles from Thursday into next Monday. So there is a lot, and again, I just want to warn you on this. So there is a likelihood that he might be awarded. And if you look back at the previous recipients, it's not necessary that they actually stopped a war. It's just what they're doing to try and make the world a better place. And yes, I definitely agree that it can be argued that having troops go into United States cities is not a good predictor of keeping peace. But the committee may have different ideas. The committee may also feel pressured. So it's not a given that that's going to happen. I just want to make sure you're aware, because I believe they notify the people, the Peace Prize person on Friday. So just be aware that might happen. So let's move on to what we have today for tomorrow for Trump. Now we have one major sort of light angle, and that's Venus trine mid. This is one of the reasons why I'm thinking that, he's got a positive angle here, and it's indicative of his, position in the world. That's the mid. Venus is sort of an adoration type, a status thing, where people look at him admiringly. So attracting support and also a spotlight. So this is something where, he might actually, be moving into a spotlight for the Peace Prize. It could be something else, but I'm not seeing this necessarily as stopping the shutdown, just so you're aware. Now, the next one we have, and the rest are all moon angles. So we have Moon in conjunct the Wounded Warrior. And this is happening relatively early, about 12 a.m. in the morning. In this case, he's going to be reacting strongly. And some of this may have to do that he's going to know that the person that is chosen for the Peace Prize is going to be done on Friday. So this is going to be figuring in, and he may be upset, he may be angry, he might be feeling exposed, he might be feeling rejected. So all of these are in play in the early morning. Now, we also have Moon in conjunct Jupiter, and that's happening at about 4 a.m. In this case, he's not ready for an aspirational worldview. So he's trying to create a narrative of him being a good person. So this could go towards, if he feels he's not going to get the Peace Prize, he could say, well, this is all the reasons why I should be getting it. And he's going to feel like opportunities are slipping away. Now, again, I'm pretty sure they get notified on Friday, but I'm not exactly sure of the procedures. Next one we have is Moon trining Fate. This is another one that suggests that, okay, maybe something is going his way. So, in effect, this is usually indicative of important connections and maybe being at the right place at the right time. Next one is Moon conjuncting the midheaven, which is the status in the world. And this is happening at around 6 p.m. tomorrow. By the way, the Moon trying Fate is about 2 p.m. in the afternoon. The Moon conjunct mid is another reason that I'm thinking that this might be an elevation, which could go along with the other angles, suggesting that maybe he got the Peace Prize. So in this case, again, he feels on the public stage. He feels like he's being heard. So he feels like he's above. Now, we also have Moon conjuncting 10th, and that means it's conjuncting the 10th house. It's going to be there for about 2.5 days. So we're going to see a lot going on with his status or his position in the world. And that would sort of go along with, again, if you got the Peace Prize, he'd be out there crowning it, you know. He would be out there talking about every single minute. Next one we have is Moon squaring Mars. This is happening around 10 p.m. tomorrow. And in this case, assertive, aggressive, he's going to react instinctively, not thinking, short fuse, defensive, literally confrontations, and restless. So this is later on Thursday. So in effect, this could indicate, you know, this is Thursday and you could be finding out about this on the next day, which is Friday. So it could be he's coming up to the point that he's getting unsure about what's going to happen with this. Now, we've got Moon squaring the pot of fortune. And in this case, this is around 11 p.m. Emotionally, he feels like his luck is running out. He's going to self-sabotage himself. And literally, his choices are being driven by his mood. Now, this could be indicative of him just sort of, well, doesn't mean anything if I don't get it type of thing. Last thing we have, at around midnight tomorrow, is Moon squaring the ascendant. So he's going to feel misunderstood. He's going to be very reactive in social settings, minor misunderstandings that blow up. So sort of like, you know, a temper tantrum type thing. Again, usually I believe people get notified on Friday. So we'll see tomorrow what his readings or his probabilities are for Friday. But I already told you there's one for Friday that, you know, is pretty indicative of something like a gift coming. Same thing, there's one major one on Monday. And there's 2 or 3 today that's sort of saying, oh, okay, this is interesting. Okay, so I hope you have a good day and have a great day, and thank you for watching.